So we've got a fun one for you today. It's me versus you in men's styling. So subscribers will be aware that Rampley & Co put out these great weekly polls on YouTube, posing some really interesting questions on men's style. I love them, I often partake in them. And in this video, what I'm doing is going through some of the best, sharing what I thought was the best answer and see how it compares with you guys. So first poll, what style of tie do you wear most often? Solid, subtle pattern or bold pattern? Well, I wear all three, but I would have to say my go-to tie would be a subtle pattern. I love houndstooths, and even when I wear solid colours, I tend to go for something with a lot of texture in it, which is on the verge of subtle pattern, but I would still say I wear subtle patterns more often than any other type of tie. So let's see what you guys said. Okay, yeah, in agreement with me. 57% said subtle pattern, 29% second on solid. So pretty much what I'd have said, so I'm definitely agreeing with you there. Right, next up. Okay, this is a straight yes or no question. Should you wear black and navy together? We've spoken a lot recently about black tailoring and how to wear it, and I think we have discussed black and navy. It depends on the context and how you see it. For me, absolutely yes. I would wear a black tie with a blazer, a blue blazer. I certainly wear black shoes with my navy suits. So yes, you should wear black and navy together. And the answer was, well, the most popular answer of yes was 67%. I guarantee that some of that 33% who said no were probably thinking of wearing maybe like navy trousers with a black jacket, for example. And if I posed the question, should you wear black shoes with navy suits, the percentage should be even more swung to wearing black and navy together. I reckon 80–90%, but I'm still in agreement with you guys. Okay, this is fun, I like this. Can you wear tailoring with hoodies? Now I can absolutely guarantee that I'm going to be in a minority here because I'm going to say yes. I wear a hooded sweatshirt with tailoring. Do I wear a three-piece lounge suit with a hoodie and black polished Oxfords? No. But sometimes at the weekends I wear a hoodie. I might even wear it with jeans, I might wear it with sneakers. And if it's cold enough, I'm popping out to the shops, do some errands, I will throw on a tailored greatcoat. So that to me is wearing tailoring with hoodies. I can guarantee I'm in a minority here. Just see how wrong I really am or how much in a minority I am. Let's look at the answers. Okay, yep, I was absolutely right there. Only 20% actually wear tailoring with hoodies and 80% of you probably had a slight meltdown and still can't believe I'm speaking such terrible things of mixing sportswear and tailoring, but hey, I'm sorry. You're heading to an evening event. Which velvet jacket do you pick? Royal blue, green, plum or black? Now I love velvet jackets. I tell all my customers from different walks of life and different backgrounds that a velvet jacket is such a useful piece of kit to have in your wardrobe. At the moment I'm really into bluey greys and grey colours, sometimes brown, that's where I would go to, but of the four colours posed, I would probably go plum. I think plum for me would be the most versatile because it looks very rich of an evening. It's quite dark. You could wear it for black tie. It still wouldn't be too much of a contrast, but still very elegant. It'd also look fantastic with a black roll neck and charcoal flannel. So I think of those four colours, I would pick plum. So let's see what you guys had to say. Okay. Oh yeah, did not anticipate that at all. By far the most popular colour of the four posed is black at 42%. And I actually probably wouldn't wear a black velvet jacket. I wouldn't wear one. It would be the last thing I would probably select. Because for me, I have 2 or 3 black dinner jackets already. And if you're going to go to velvet, it's such a great opportunity for men to wear a bit of colour, particularly in the evening. Going for black for me, it's a little bit of a cop-out. Still very elegant. I've seen some beautiful silk black velvet jackets. But no, only 19% went with plum. But I'm sure if they've just seen my views on this and how fantastic it can look with, smart casual, I bet, if you did this again, plum would be number 1. Can you add more than 3 patterns to your outfit? And the answers are, of course, or don't be silly. Well, you can tell by my outfit that I'm definitely in the of course, and I'm dressing quite silly. I'm wearing, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a striped shirt, I've got a paisley hanky, I've got Prince of Wales check trousers on, and even my plain blazer has quite a strong self pattern to it. Even my plain tie is a shantung. So yeah, I don't think I'd ever not wear at least 3 patterns in an outfit. maybe black tie. So I'm definitely in the of course camp. And the answer is, oh, very close, neck and neck. But of course won at 51%, so I'm in the moral majority. What do you pick first when you're choosing your outfit? Your tie or your pocket square? I can pretty much guarantee that tie is the most important, well, is the thing people pick first. Because you tend to pick generally your suit or your jacket, then a shirt, then a tie to complement it, and people see the pocket square as a finishing touch. I don't always do that. Sometimes I might start with a pocket square, particularly if I'm not wearing a tie, but 9 times out of 10, I pick my tie first. Oh, and 9 times out of 10 is absolutely right, because 91% said they picked the tie first. What's your preferred style of lapel for a black dinner jacket? Shawl lapel or peak lapel? Well, I like both. I even, quite controversially, like a notch lapel on a dinner jacket. I know that's gonna trigger some people, but in the right context, it's very elegant. But with the two choices on hand, peak lapel or shawl lapel, I'm team peak. I think I like a peak because if I was to have one dinner jacket, I would definitely go for peak because it has a link to the original evening tailcoat. So it has, to me, a slightly more formal look to it than the shawl collar. I would recommend, if I was going to build a wardrobe again, I'd do my peak first, then maybe get my second dinner jacket, because hey, you need two. Maybe in a shawl, maybe in like a mohair, but let's see what you think. Okay, I'm in the majority, which doesn't surprise me. The peak lapel is very popular, very commercial at the moment, and 60% said they would pick a peak over a shawl. Which is your favourite style of tailored jacket, single-breasted or double-breasted? Well, I absolutely love double-breasted. My first suit was double-breasted back when I was a teenager, and I've seen over the decades double-breasted come and go out of fashion, but I've never not worn them or have them in my wardrobe, so I'm a big fan of DBs. That being said, if I had to choose between only having one side of my wardrobe, I pick single-breasted over double-breasted, probably because I can put a double-breasted waistcoat underneath my single-breasted jacket, so it gives you more options. So I think I'm definitely in the majority here. I'd be very surprised if I'm not. I'm expecting a big swing to single-breasted. Surprising, okay. Single-breasted got 66%, which doesn't surprise me, it's most popular, but a third of you are team double-breasted. So go double-breasted, I'm quite impressed with that. Should you match your leathers? Yes, no, or depends. Okay, well, nice to have the depends thing, because depends is a very open answer. I'm definitely team depends. I tend to tone my leathers rather than match. If I was wearing jeans with some suede chucker boots, in like a brown suede chucker boot, I would wear a belt in brown tones. I wouldn't necessarily want to wear a matching brown suede belt in the same leather as my shoes. I guess the other thing I wouldn't bring into it is some people like to match the colour of their watch strap with their belt. So if they're wearing a black belt, they wouldn't wear a brown leather watch strap. I don't think about things like that. It's not my radar. I'm not really a big watch guy. I like a watch, I like to tell the time, but I'm not really obsessed with matching things. I don't like obvious clashes, although saying that I do like some sort of quite bright ones in the summer. I'd wear a red watch strap sometimes. I certainly wouldn't match that to my shoes and belt. I wouldn't wear red shoes and belt. Let's see what you guys think. Wow, okay, I'm very much in the minority here. Depends with 27, and 66% of you are team matching leathers. So you've got too much time on your hands, guys. Should you wear a tie with an Oxford button-down shirt? Yes or absolutely not. So it's a definite firm no there. I wasn't expecting this question. These were all randomly selected, and this is something I styled earlier, an Oxford button-down shirt with a striped tie. So I'm definitely in team yes. I think a button-down shirt is such a great look with a tie, particularly a stripe or a knit, particularly with a blazer, but also with a suit. I like it. They also make great sports shirts, so I wouldn't say you have to wear a tie with it. They sit really neatly open necked. You can wear them with jeans, wear them with shorts, roll the sleeves up. It's a really useful shirt, but you're missing a trick if you're not occasionally putting a tie with it. So let's see what you guys thought. Wow, great. 73% support the idea you can wear or you should wear ties with button downs, and 27% said no. We have quite a lot of viewers from the States, so I'm guessing in America it's considered quite normal, whereas in more conservative London circles, which are getting smaller and smaller, it's slightly frowned upon. So that's probably why there's such a pro button down, which I'm definitely part of. Should you wear a cashmere sweater over the shoulders? Okay, this is quite a funny one, quite a personal one for me. I do like a sweater over the shoulders in the springtime, in the early autumn, over my blazer. I like the look of it, I like the feel of it. It's a little bit pretentious, but it's great. Also, as a stylist, when you're styling spring looks, this is when I do works for brands, you really miss the accessories from winter. You haven't got the overcoats, you haven't got the scarves. And putting a sweater over the shoulders just gives you another layer. So wearing my stylist hat, I just love it because it looks more interesting. However, I know some people really hate it because it's pretentious, and my wife loathes it. So she's probably been on here and voted against it so many times. I'm going to be of course, and yeah, let's see what you guys think. Well, as I suspected, my wife has set up numerous accounts and voted for definitely not, because definitely not is 76%. So I'm definitely in a minority there, and I think I'm still going to do it. Sorry, Carly. Which tie are you likely to wear with morning dress? A plain, a fine pattern, or a bold pattern? Okay, I'm going to get a bit preachy here. You should wear a fine pattern. A plain tie with morning dress doesn't really cut it. It's not really the look. And bold ties, Prince of Wales check, that could look quite nice. But no, I'm definitely fine pattern. I think that is the correct thing to do. Let's see what you guys think. Okay, fine pattern is the most popular answer at only 44% now. I'm disappointed with that. 56% of you are wearing the wrong type of tie for morning dress. So I'm asking you to consider your choices very carefully next time you wear morning dress. What do you find yourself wearing most for weddings? Morning dress, black tie, a lounge suit, or summer casual? Okay, well, this isn't really an opinion, it's just getting a bit of a poll. So I'll be really interested to see what the results are. I do a lot of work with customers looking to dress themselves for a wedding, picking a dress code, or customers not knowing what to wear for a wedding because they can't decipher what the dress code actually means. So this is really interesting. I'd have to say, for me, without a doubt, it's lounge suit. Most weddings I go to are lounge suit, and as a guest, of course, if I'm getting my own wedding, I wore morning dress, and I've worn morning dress when I've been to a wedding party. But the majority of weddings in the last 40 odd years in the UK, I'm expected to wear a lounge suit. Black tie, I've been to a couple of black tie weddings, I absolutely love them. I'm a big fan of black tie weddings. Aren't considered that traditional in the UK. We see it more as an American way of dressing for weddings. And summer casual, again, it's a much newer dress code. It's when people want to have a more relaxed wedding. It reflects their personality. Perhaps the setting is more country hotel, perhaps it's more beach wedding, and summer casual is a popular dress code, although it can be quite confusing for certain customers, and I get quite a bit of work out of that, so I quite like it. Ambiguous dress codes are great for me as a stylist because it creates work for me. 50% went for lounge suit, which is what I wear most often, which doesn't surprise me, but this does surprise me. The second most popular answer was at 22% was summer casual. So I knew it was a growing popularity, but that's very interesting. And then you've got fairly neck and neck morning dress and black tie being the least popular. Okay, that does surprise me. I was expecting it to be lounge suit and black tie neck and neck, and then probably morning dress and summer casual last. So that's interesting. I thought we'd have more black tie because of our large number of American viewers, and we always associate that with America. And yeah, morning dress is becoming slightly less popular at the moment than it was maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, the lounge suit is the clear winner there. Do you agree with wearing an open neck shirt with a suit? And that's a straight yes or no answer. Okay, if I was doing this poll, I would have put a third one in there saying only under exceptional circumstances. It's really difficult to pull off. I advise most of my customers not to do it. Open neck on a sports jacket, particularly if it's unstructured, if the collar sits nicely, yeah, that's nice, that's a good look. Of course it's a good look, it's a classic look. But the whole suit open neck shirt thing, it's kind of been done. It was cool 25 years ago. I'm not as excited by it now. It can look a little bit lazy, a bit provincial businessman, and most men look better with a tie. If you want to dress down your suit, I'd rather wear a t-shirt, polo shirt, roll neck in winter. But the open neck shirt, particularly if it just looks like you've taken a tie off, I'm not into it. So I'll be interested to see where our viewers are. I expect the majority of people would be very much in favour of it because it's seen as business dress now. But I expect our viewers to have a higher standards. So let's see. Wow, okay, that's disappointing. 63% of you think it's okay to wear an open neck shirt with a suit. Okay, can't hide my disappointment there. Yeah, I've been doing these videos now for a few years. I share my advice with you. I get some lovely feedback in the comments, and you know, I thought we built a community here, and then you just let me down like this. I'm hurt, guys. What is your favourite material for a white pocket square? Okay, linen, silk, or a wool cashmere blend? Well, that last one's a little bit niche, isn't it? Wool cashmere blend. Okay, that's obviously a seasoned Ramply customer who would choose that. For me, every time I'd pick linen. I love the way linen looks fresh. I love the texture of it. I particularly like it if I'm going to wear a white linen pocket square, is get one with a contrast border, because I can wear it square with the white, or I can fold it and have the colours at the end. So yeah, for me, I am absolutely team linen. Nothing against silk, but it doesn't have the same versatility. And wool cashmere blend, yeah, that's pretty niche. I'd be interested to see what the results are here. I'm guessing linen is going to win, but let's see. Okay, it doesn't surprise me. The most popular answer was silk at 55%. I guess if you're a nervous pocket square wearer and you're looking for something conservative, which you can sort of go with most things, a white silk pocket square is a really easy place to start, a very safe place to start. But I would urge like 55%, if I haven't already, to go towards linen with the bordered edge. It's such a elegant, simple upgrade, because you have two looks, or three looks. You can do the squared off plain, you can show the points, you can fold it and show a bit of colour. Reds and blues or pinks are always great colours to have in there. That's fantastic. Quite impressed with 11% for wool cashmere blend. That means sort of 1 in 10 of you have got such a refined palette that they prefer to have wool and cashmere in a pocket square. So those are absolute seasoned connoisseurs of pocket squares. So I applaud you. Should your tie always be darker than your shirt? This is a straight yes or no. I'm very much leaning towards team yes here. A light tie and a dark shirt does look a little bit Amdram gangster, a bit Bugsy Malone, not in a good way. I don't know, it's not a classic business look. I think it's a good rule of thumb to always wear darker ties than your shirt. Well, I was saying that today, I'm wearing a silver grey and the navy's darker, so not really practicing what I preach, yeah, but I'm still going to be team yes. Okay, wow, 72% of you have voted for no, you don't have to wear a lighter shirt and a darker tie. They've gone for you can wear a lighter tie, so didn't expect that at all. However, I can see why, because the picture to illustrate that is one of my stylings with a beautiful pale linen tie with a slightly darker shirt. They probably went to answer it and I thought, well, it has to be darker. Seeing my style, I thought, no, Chris, you're a genius. I totally get it now. And voted for no. If you missed that video and you voted against it, here's a link to it right here. Well, I really enjoyed going through those poll results. There's some quite surprising answers there sometimes, which is always good fun to see. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the future polls, and thanks for watching.